What's up, guys? This is me noodling. Welcome to the Noodle Sesh. Now, this is a weekly... It's the weekly... what is this? This is a weekly guitar update, progress update. I've been practicing guitar every day for like 6 months, and it's cool. I've been playing guitar for like 20 years, but I never practiced consistently, hence why I'm not like a master or anything. But it's been very cool to practice more consistently recently, and just to, I don't know, I thought it could inspire people, hopefully to see my progress over the next like years, basically, to show where I am now and where I will get to with consistent practice, essentially. So come along for the ride. Right now, I'm studying Fretboard Visualization, which is, I don't know, if you think of the guitar, you've got like all the theory, right? Music theory, right? So let's say you're in A minor, and just take this reverb off. And so you're like, right, I don't know, I want to play a shape on this. I want to improvise. Somebody's going like, just playing that. And then you're like, right, I got the minor pentatonic shape. So you're like, and you just play stuff within that. And then you like start putting, then you might learn like the minor scale as well that goes on top of the pentatonic. There's 2 extra notes. But then you might start using that. Right, so you start doing that kind of stuff. But then you come across this sort of limitation. Is where I got stuck for ages. Because I'm like, all right, I know that stuff, kind of. Obviously not like the back of my hand, but I know it enough to have some fun with it. And I'm like, I still can't, I don't know. Like when I'm soloing or something and I want to just be like, play something that I can sort of imagine in my head. I just can't connect the dots on my fingers very often. So I'm like, what do I do? So I'm searching online. Found a couple of things. One was Bulletproof Guitar Player, which is a course by Ross Cambell, which I did, and it's been super helpful. And then another thing has been the 2-point system, which I want to talk about today, by a guy called Tom, I think it's called Tom Quayle. I think that's how you say his name. And so, this is where you kind of start filling in the gaps, right? So you got like those 2 shapes, the minor and the minor pentatonic. So then how would you start playing stuff that you sort of know what it sounds like? Well, that's where intervals come in, which is what Tom Quayle's sort of speciality is. Let's memorize all of the different intervals from the root note. That's why it's called the 2-point system. It's like root note to number, root note to number, root note to number. So 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6, 1 to 7, 1 to 1. Right, and then backwards too. So 1, 7, 1, 6, 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1. And then basically be able to do that over the whole neck. Now it's interesting because you don't actually have to learn specific different things throughout the whole neck. You just need to learn specific relative, you need to learn the relative shape, 2-point shapes across the neck vertically, and then you'll be able to apply it anywhere horizontally. Let's go to major for a second. I know it a little bit better. So you got like major third, right? And then you got another one here. So then if you go to the higher A, same thing. And then you got one more A here. And then you can play that one. Obviously you can't play that one. And so you can take that basic concept and sort of forget about the shapes and just be like, okay, let's switch that to minor. So in our example, you could just think about that one relationship. And if you know that really well, and you know them across the neck, you can just start building out any way of playing that in that relative position. So I'm like learning this right now, and this is what I want to update you on next week when I like hopefully get better at doing this. Another thing I just wanted to mention was, rather than just thinking about all these numbers, like it's all comes down to emotion at the end of the day. It's like kind of what music is. And so you can start figuring out, like it's kind of what I was doing in like that intro bit. What was I doing? I was just messing around with this. Let's put some gain on. So you could, that's kind of playing within like pentatonics and stuff. I'm not just doing intervals there. Turn this off. But like instead, so let's say we've got E. So I'm able to play the major like, no, this is a 3 4 5 7 7 6 4 3 1, and you can start figuring out certain things that sound good and you want to incorporate into your playing. So you might be like, I like the 4. So just sort of, because it's unresolved, right? And then the 7 is also very unresolved. I really like that as well. So rather than being like learning that as if it's a lick and you can just play it in that position, you're like, well, I like the 7, the 4, and then the 5 to 6. So you kind of do that anywhere. Nah, that's better. Did that one better. So that's what I'm learning. Intervals. It's a cool journey. Fretboard visualization is a trip. It's I don't know if you can tell. I'm like, I barely know any vocab. Like I really haven't learned almost any riffs or licks or anything. But I'm kind of, I think that's just going to come later. Like, I don't know. I really like having the ability to just play purely what I want. Like from a visualization perspective rather than relying on any riffs and licks. And then only later in my playing, I want to start incorporating them, but knowing exactly what the lick is. So I like literally know exactly what intervals it is. I know exactly where it fits in shapes. So that's what I'm going to do. But first, probably a few months of fretboard visualization, a few months more. Thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you very soon on this channel. Until next time.